this feature is conditional formatting. Depending on how much you use Excel, you may or may not be familiar with this feature. Basically, what conditional formatting does is it allows Excel to look at information that you have in your cell, and based upon criteria, it will then decide how to format that particular cell or those particular cells. This feature can be found on the Home ribbon in the Styles group. What I'd like to do is to select some data so you can see just how this will work. So I have selected my quarterly totals. With those selected, I can click the arrow for conditional formatting. There are lots of different ways you can use conditional formatting. You can have Excel highlight or format those cells that are greater than a particular number or less than, equal to. So I could do less than, and then I could put 4 million in here. And you can see by the live preview that Excel is going to format any cell that falls below 4 million. You also can use some of the other rules. You could, top and bottom, you could find the top 10 items, the top certain percent, and you can adjust the percent. You could change this to whatever you want. You also could use data bars. With data bars, it's a very visual way for someone to quickly look at a series of numbers and to see how one compares in size to the other ones in that group. You can use color scales, once again, to indicate the size of the content of a particular cell. And you can use icon sets, little images that will appear within your cell to quickly show your reader where this falls. So if I choose an icon set, such as I have here, what Excel is doing is it is basing what is considered high or low or in the middle upon the cells I had selected. But if I wanted to change the conditions, since this is conditional formatting, I can go into Manage Roles. From here, I could create a new role. I could delete a current role. I could also, if I had multiple conditional formatting rules here, they would appear in this box. I could select one and I could move it up or down in the priority list. For our purposes, I'm just going to click to edit the role. From here, regardless of what kind of conditional formatting you're working with, you can go in and you can make changes. You can change how the results will appear. So in this case, if I have selected an icon set as I have, I could go in and change which icon I use. I also could change the criteria. So by default, it's going to use all the numbers which have been selected. But if I want to tell it a particular range, I could say the only things I want to be green would be something that is greater than or equal to. I'm going to go by number. So I will say things that are greater than or equal to 4 million. And then I can do the same. So what do I want to be indicated with a yellow bar? You can type the number in here, so we will say things that are greater than or equal to 3 million. But remember, you will have to change this. And so I always change this first, so I don't have to retype the number again. And then I can click OK, and apply, and close. So now Excel has gone in and adjusted the conditional formatting based upon the conditions I have given it. So conditional formatting is wonderful. This is, if you are emailing this to someone, if you're using this in a presentation, it's a great way for someone to quickly look at your data in a very visual manner.